let's get into what has been happening recently. Last time we left off, I had basically just said that I had ovarian cysts. The next steps waiting to go for this MRI. So I had my MRI last week, I think, last Monday. It was in July. This video probably won't be posted until August. I go in for my MRI, which I was pretty nervous about. Thankfully, I guess due to where I had to get the imaging, I think if you get like a head MRI, it might be a little bit more claustrophobic. But my head, for the most part, was out because obviously the imaging is down lower. It was fine. It took probably like 40 minutes and it was really loud. I think they had my results later that night posted online. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, and that's why I don't really like to read what they say because they use all like doctor terms. And so basically, though, what I could understand from what they said was that the cyst that I had or have is still there. There's still the other cysts. So not that I expected it to magically go away. Most of the time with women getting them, they do go away, but due to the size, I didn't just think that it would magically disappear, and it didn't. So what kind of had me nervous was that I don't know what the word was. There was a hemosalpinx is another word that was related, that they think that's what it was. But I don't think that was the word that I Googled, but there was something that I searched, and the Google result of what it meant, it kind of said if this has to be removed, that it would result in getting your tubes tied. So I was like, oh my God, I hope I don't have to do that. I just realized I have makeup from earlier on my shirt, so just ignore that. Okay, let me just wait because I don't really know why, if it's on the right ovary, why it would have to result in both of the tubes getting tied if there's nothing wrong on the left. So I go in for my doctor's appointment yesterday, and I met with the same doctor that I had talked with, and she had reviewed my MRI, and she's going over it, and she's drawing pictures. So, you know, the cyst is pretty decent size. And then I don't think that this was there last time with the CAT scan and the ultrasound, but she called it a tube, but I don't really like using that term because I don't want it to get mixed up with a fallopian tube. But basically, there is just this other substance shape tube, as she called it, that is, it's pretty much next to or attached to the cyst. After all of that, and what's concerning is the size of everything. Okay, so we have the cyst that is 8 centimeters by 5 by whatever. And then this other thing is also approximately 8 centimeters as well. So this is what our next steps are. And I don't want to scare anyone because I feel like I have a very possible like 1% chance of this happening. But in case you are scared, most surgeries, if you have to get a cyst removed, there's a very good chance that you could just get the cyst taken out. But due to having so much stuff happening on the right ovary, my doctor, even from the beginning, she had told me that that was an option of just taking out the cyst or taking the right ovary and the fallopian tube. Now, the reason that you don't just leave the tube and take the ovary is because if you do decide to get pregnant, the egg can get stuck in your tube and then it has nowhere to go, and then you have an ectopic pregnancy or something of that nature. So that's why, even though, yeah, it might sound scary, you're losing a tube, you're losing an ovary, they kind of go together. So you can't really necessarily leave one without the other. After hearing that, I mean, I was obviously hoping that we could just remove the cyst. That made me kind of sad because yes, like we don't know the state of my left ovary, which is what is kind of scary. And I don't really want to be concerned about that, I guess, until maybe I do decide if I want to have kids, because you can get pregnant. You don't need both ovaries to get pregnant, but you obviously do need one good one. But that is what I am going to be doing. It is going to be a robotic surgery, and they give you anesthesia. Now, if I chose not to, and I can still change my mind to not go through with the surgery, but my other option would just be she called it watchful observation. So basically, I would have to keep going in for imaging and like keeping an eye on it and making sure that maybe it's not getting larger or spreading or something crazy. And that is another thing that concerns me, is that I leave the cyst alone. Okay, let's hope it doesn't cause any problems. I mean, the fact that something already grew next to it, on it, is a little bit concerning because how much more stuff is going to be attached to it, for one. And then for two, at least now I can plan for a surgery, schedule a surgery, go in for it, and then hopefully everything's okay. Or if we choose to wait, and who knows, like, if it has to be taken out eventually, I feel like I would rather do it sooner than later, because my fear would be that, let's say I'm literally anywhere, on vacation, or I'm at work, or I'm at the gym, and due to the size of it, it ruptures or something crazy, and then I have to go in for emergency surgery. I don't really have much of an update. Today is, I almost said April. Today is August 4th. So I'm supposed to get surgery, I believe, in 12 days. Since I had last filmed, the next step of what I had to do, go for a test and screen, I believe is what it's called. So basically this is to test your blood in case you need a transfusion, so they know what blood to give you. So I went and did that yesterday. Now the only thing I don't like that happened, you can kind of see right here, I kind of have a lump in my arm. I don't know why, but like I just can't catch a break. Oh my god. And then I also will have next Tuesday on the 13th, so that's about 3 days before my surgery, I'm gonna have a pre-admission testing screening call, which I don't like talking on the phone. So it is the night before my surgery, and they called me earlier around like 3 o'clock to let me know what time to come tomorrow, and I'm really happy. They told me my arrival time is 8 a.m. because I cannot fast. I mean, I'm going to, obviously, but you know, if my surgery was going to be, I have to go at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was genuinely nervous for that, because if I get to a point of being so hungry, like I will get sick. So I was nervous, you know, about the eating. So I think I was more nervous about eating rather than the surgery itself. 8 o'clock is just the arrival time, and that's like 2 hours before. So I probably won't actually go in for surgery until 10. Even though this is same day surgery, I am gonna bring a bag with me just of things that, in case I have to stay over or something, I want to have. So I'm just bringing this Victoria's Secret bag. I'm bringing some snacks with me, y'all, all right? Like I said, I can't eat before, and in case I wake up and I'm starving or on the way home or whatever. So I have a couple fruit snacks. This is like a oat bar, and this is a fig bar. And then in my little Pua bag, I'm debating whether I want to bring makeup. After waking up from anesthesia, I remember when I got it for my wisdom teeth, I was out of it. There ain't no way I'm gonna be able to do makeup waking up. Regardless, I'm bringing like 4 things. Concealer, the brush for it, a single mascara. This isn't even so much just to do makeup. This is just because I like to have my lips moisturized. Just a little moisturizing lip gloss and a brow pencil, a deodorant. I'm also gonna pack a toothbrush and toothpaste, but I'm just gonna wait until the morning, hopefully, to remember that. Also a phone charger, and I'm gonna bring water and Gatorade. I have to stop drinking before 6 a.m. The liquids are just for after, once again, on the way home or waking up. I also have some wet wipes. I attached a hand sanitizer to my bag, and I have my outfit right there that I'm planning on wearing. And then I'm just bringing another one that's literally like pajamas, so these little boxer shorts, and then just an oversized t-shirt, because my doctor had told me that I probably will feel bloated after, and you know, getting surgery on your stomach, you don't want to wear a little crop top, you don't want to wear something extremely tight, so that's why I wanted another option. I have a word search that my mom probably will end up doing. AirPods, my wallet just for my ID and insurance card. I also have some underwear and socks. I have just this folder that has all of the kind of like surgery information and also information about the hospital and stuff, and my checklist of what to do. Some slides. I'm gonna wear sneakers just in case I want to slip something on and get up out of there. I'm gonna bring those. I feel like I'm going on a trip or something, and I'm like, let me bring a suitcase with me. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I really haven't been too sad about it since I think the day of like going to the doctor. I just really haven't been, I think, talking about it too much, because I feel like people will just try to make me feel bad or sad. I'm feeling pretty good, so I just want everything to go okay. Obviously, I'm probably not going to bring inside the hospital, but he will be coming, and that's Pua, my little baby. I don't care how old I am, y'all. I say this all the time. I could be 50 years old. I'm still gonna have stuffed animals. But, you know, I think it's good to have something that like makes you happy and calms you. Okay, maybe that might be something else, might not be stuffed animals. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna bring. Depending on how the morning goes tomorrow, I might film some stuff here and there, maybe on my way pulling up to the hospital. I did also get dial soap because I have to shower with that. I am going to shower in the morning because you can't shower for the first 24 hours after surgery because you have to let the glue dry. So I will see you guys tomorrow. You can still wish me luck though, because you know we haven't gotten there yet. They're gonna bring in some medication for me to take beforehand. Okay, I'm gonna go in for surgery soon. And my doctor said she's gonna try to take pictures, which I'm excited for, because I want to see this thing. I will report back later. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I filmed tonight after my surgery earlier today. I tried to film last night. Honestly, y'all are seeing me in my roughest moments, but truthfully, I don't even care. I finally showered. My hair is just drying right now. I'm gonna lean back because it's kind of hurting to sit up straight. I don't know if that feels better. The clip I included, it's so dark. The dryer is going, but I wanted to just get kind of footage from the night of after surgery. I get to the hospital pretty early. They got me in right away. They got me all set up. They got the IV going. They took some blood. I did a urine test. And to eliminate post-op pain, they gave me pills before I even went in for surgery. My doctor came in with her nurse and just kind of went over everything. We had once again discussed if it's possible to just take the cyst. She'll do that, but if not, she's gonna take everything. That ended up happening. The right ovary, the cyst, the tube, that all came out. So the anesthesia they give you through the IV, and y'all, this lady, the anesthesia like nurse maybe or something, she ain't warned me that this was gonna knock me out in like 2 seconds. I figured I would remember going into the operating room or something, I don't know, but I don't even remember leaving the room that I was in, just waiting. I asked my mom, I'm like, did I doze off in the room? She said no, but girl, I don't remember falling asleep. Obviously, I'm happy I wasn't awake for anything, but I can't obviously tell you much about surgery because, girl, I don't know what happened. Now, the only thing I didn't like, if it wasn't for my mom and my doctor talking to her, maybe she didn't want to come talk back to me because of like the anesthesia. But I never saw her again after my surgery, which I feel like is a little concerning because I feel like she should have came and like explained stuff to me. Maybe I was supposed to ask for her, but I kind of assumed she was just coming back. I end up waking up in the recovery room, and waking up from anesthesia is no joke because it's like you're awake, but you just like can't even stay up, and you're just like, yeah. But I have to say, all the nurses that I had were super great. I woke up and the girl is like putting ice chips in my mouth. I'm like, girl, I don't even know where I am at, but thank you. The one anesthesia guy came and checked on me after and then tells me that I have tape all around my mouth. How am I supposed to know that? They put a tube for oxygen, so I'm assuming that. I mean, I don't know what the hell. I had like tape residue on my leg. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing to me in this operating room, y'all. So I did film a video of the incisions. I don't know if I'm going to include it because I don't know if it's too like graphic. It's really not that bad. It's just like little cuts. I did check it out when I got home yesterday, and I looked at my belly button. I was like, oh my god, and I immediately stopped. I was like, nope. So basically I have 5 incisions. What sucks is that obviously all of them are sore, but the worst one is the belly button because I don't know what she did. I guess she cut into the, I don't like, when we talk, I'm not mad like what she did, my doctor. But when we talked about it, she said she was going to go above the belly button, but it almost looks like she went in it. And girl, that shit hurts. You don't realize until you've gotten a surgery like this how much you use your stomach to literally do anything. Like getting in and out of bed sucks. You don't think that your belly button, you have any feeling there or something, but after about like 20 minutes of being in the recovery area, the girl asked me if I was okay to go back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good now, I'm up. And my mom came in, and then I had another nurse that came in, and then I probably stayed there for like another 20 or 30 minutes just so that they could keep an eye on me and make sure nothing was going to go wrong. And then I think I probably just stood up too fast, and then I was bending over to like put my shorts on, and I got a little nauseous, but then that went away, and then I came home. I've just been laying down and sleeping for the most part. Today I have been trying to obviously get up when I can, but sometimes it's just a little bit too painful. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that I was diagnosed with endometriosis, which I wanted to say that I was for the longest time, but it's hard to diagnose it because to my knowledge, it has to be medically diagnosed. They have to take maybe tissue or something out of your body, obviously. So unless, I'm assuming you get some sort of surgery like I did, is how you will diagnose that. But I'm happy that I finally have an explanation for having terrible, period symptoms for years, and a lot of the other symptoms of it. It makes sense. and I don't have my post-op appointment for almost like a month, but I am going to meet with my gynecologist, which is different from my surgeon gynecologist, in a couple weeks, and I have to talk to her about figuring something out to do with the endometriosis, because my surgeon gynecologist doesn't want that affecting the left ovary, which it can. So we have to try to figure something out to help the left ovary, because she needs some help. So I was editing this video back and I realized I didn't talk too much about post-op care and how that's been going. So today is Monday and it's been about like 3 days, not even actually 3 days yet technically, since my surgery. But right now what I've been wearing since getting my surgery has been this abdominal binder, and basically it's like a waist trainer. I'm not really sure the reason for this, but I do like having it on because I noticed that after I shower and I walk without it on, like my stomach, because I'm giving big back a little bit and because I'm so bloated, like it jiggles. I don't want to laugh because it hurts. So this kind of helps keeping like everything in place. It keeps your stomach flat, you know, there's no movement really happening. So I like that, but I just wanted to show that, and then I guess I will sit and talk about the rest. The pain is just really uncomfortable more than anything. It's not excruciating, like you're hunched over and you feel like you're gonna pass away. It's just, it hurts. It's uncomfortable. You're obviously not used to it. For the most part, they prescribed like tramadol or something, which is an opioid essentially. And I took it 2 times, but I really didn't feel like it did anything, and I didn't want to keep taking it, obviously, if it doesn't do anything. So I've just been taking Tylenol pretty often. I've also been using ice packs, ice compresses, stuff like that, just to help with the soreness. And then on my bed, under my blankets, they also gave me a teddy bear. So when I had woken up from surgery, I had this stuffed animal, and I just assumed that I must have asked, you know, for a stuffed animal, thinking like, I want Pua, but he's in the car. But this actually helps somehow. I don't know. The way he's stuffed, I'll grab him actually, just so I can show you guys. I don't know, he actually feels pretty good when you just press him on your stomach. So I've been using him, but ice and Tylenol has pretty much, and also sleep has just been the way for me to recover. The instructions that they give you is obviously to rest and then light activity, like get up and walk around and stuff, but it's just like when you're so sore, you don't want to do anything besides lay down with an ice pack. So I probably should be getting up more and walking around, but it's just like you're so tired, you're in pain, and it just feels better to lay down and not do anything. I think also too, like I'm expecting to be recovered, you know, within 3 days, and I feel like, okay, it's been almost 3 days, still wanting to like lay down and not do anything. But I've never had surgery before either, so my body's probably not used to this. This is kind of gross, but it is expected that you probably, if you get this, you probably will be constipated. My doctor's nurse actually called me this morning just to see how I was doing. She had said the same thing too. I started taking a stool softener yesterday, which was Sunday, because I felt like my pain was more related to not having gone to the bathroom, essentially being bloated from like no bowel movement. And so I took a stool softener. I started going to the bathroom and I felt like that helped a little bit, but obviously like I'm still sore. And then same thing this morning. I couldn't really tell if it was gas pain or if it was like pain from the surgery, but I feel like it was honestly a mix of both. But I did take another stool softener. Even they suggest that even before leaving the hospital in the instructions. It's to be expected, so I guess you can expect that. But yeah, I'm slowly trying to get better. I've said in previous clip, the worst pain is the belly button. If I didn't have the belly button pain, I'm not saying I would be 100%. A lot of the pain is directed right in the center. That's kind of what sucks. That's it. So if you guys have any questions, then feel free to comment below if I haven't answered them or if there's anything else you're wondering. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!